but it is controlled by living brain cells much like those inside your head. Researchers...
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bred.
Grow collection around 3,000 brain cells in the lab. The cells grow connections to each other and start communicating
using electrodes implanted into its muscles.
Some are hard to found predictably. Signals from robots or ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output of these cells can be used to control
different signals can be sent for it to lower its wing, to lift both wings at once, or to make them flat.
They each have a motor in them, and it actually drives forward when I walk. It actually powers that knee through the step.
Powered through Bluetooth technology.
Increasing the frequency of the pulse makes the wings beat faster. If a signal is sent only to one side while the moth is flying, it will veer in that direction. Implanted electrodes into the brains of tree beetles,
and they
close to
talk to
neurons
each other and try
that
to
control
mimic
flight.
the stride length
A computer
that the
program
other
in the
one's doing. If I
device
speed
controls
up,
the
the other one
beetle,
can realize
and
it's
here
doing
it
it, and
beats
it'll
its
speed up
wings
as well.
and takes off when a negative voltage is sent to its brain. Researchers are putting moths in control and using them as a pair of eyes. They've found out how to intercept signals from their visual system and how to use them to make a robot move. Here, a graduate student demonstrates how the robot can be steered. Combining living and machine components could eventually make robotic systems more effective.
Legs when an IED hit his convoy in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006.
The IED went off directly underneath me and took off basically everything that was hanging over the ledge of the seat, my legs. And then it killed my sergeant in front of me and my good friend next to me. My gunner lost his right leg. I shattered my hip. I have 32 pins in my hip. I broke my pelvis, so I have a 6-inch screw holding that together. I lost both legs above the knee. I broke 4 fingers, broke my jaw, broke my nose, lacerated kidney. So I recovered well, I think, and great care here and done well.
Today, I use the Bluetooth prosthetics.
It's a lot of hip control. In my other legs, I usually have to use all my thigh to power through things, but since these are moving on their own, then I actually just kind of have to lift and shift my weight a little bit.
He says they're a bit heavier than the other 2 microchip prosthetics he's worn, but they require much less effort to operate.
If they're not programmed right, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, and they'll kick for no reason. Like you'll just be standing there and be like, and just kick off to the side.
Able to master the stairs just yet.
Sometimes when you go near a computer or something, you'll hear the computer start prism, so it does do that a lot. I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I have to turn my legs off.
In communicating robot wirelessly, the team plans to use their robot brain power on new behavior in the future. They hope there are enough similarities to teach about unknown aspects.
When they're dead, they're just hookers.
It would be rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Although, hopefully not.
Ironic, isn't it?
It would be rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist.
Are you insane?
Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder,
But he drinks a lot, so...
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Would you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. Close your eyes. I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill me. Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger? Would you say we'd be venturing into a zone of danger?
Oh my God! You killed a hooker!
Homegirl!
No,
She was a
Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers. Oh my God! You killed a hooker!
Homegirl!
No, Cyril, when they're dead, they're just hookers.
which I assume is not only hot, but also moist. Although, without the... Although...
Are you insane?
Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder,
But he drinks a lot, so...
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it.
Are you insane?
Maybe some mild post-traumatic stress disorder.
But he drinks a lot.
So yeah, I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. Handle.
When they're dead, they're just fuckers.
The thermostat's becoming sentient. Oh god, that's how maximum overdrive started. That's how maximum overdrive started. Did you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road. Did you close your eyes? I kind of feel like I'm banging taillights on a country road.
Danger zone. Danger zone.
I'm scared if I stop all at once, the cumulative hangover will literally kill.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard! Action Bastard, I need you! Action Bastard, I need you! Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second. Are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid.
Yeah. Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more, if you know what I mean. Anyways, welcome everybody to another Drunkin News Report. We have lots of insanity and weird stuff, news articles to go over, especially the first thing we're going to go over. If you're here and you've not voted in the poll, please vote in the poll in the side of my chats. Otherwise, let's crack on and bring in our co-host.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
Yes, I guess.
Howdy.
How's it?
Okay, bit tired, but meh. Oh, and I gotta do it. Sorry for your ears. Skip them! I just saw it pop in.
All right. Let's bring in our next guest. Yeah, and let's bring in our next guest, and then we will crack on, and we'll go ahead and say hello to the side of my chats, and then we'll go from Dar. Exactly. How's it, Dar?
I'm good. As if I've got nothing better to do. I love Drunk News, though. It's my favourite of all the shows.
Good. I'm glad. And especially when you find out, or we go over the first subject, we're going to be laughing our arses off and falling out of our chairs. And then we'll get into more serious subjects, even though it is real, but it's hilarious. So let's say hello to the side of my chest real quick. And we have the J. Troy.
Hey, J. Troy.
Oi.
Jinx you.
Hi, Jinx.
Hi, Jinx.
Demon of the Orbs.
Demon.
And Captive Death.
Captive of the Desks.
Hello, Dave.
As well as
Hello.
our Schism Crasher, and
Hey,
they're our
Skid.
channel sponsor. So here is their commercial. There we go. Oh my Jesus, I love that so much. It's so bad. Thank you, Jay Troy, for putting in all of the fun emojis. So if you are a member, go ahead and use the emojis every time you can. Just even if they don't correlate, fuck it. Just put in the emojis. It doesn't matter. I spend all the time making them, and we have the membership. So since you have one, you might as well fucking use them.
Hey, you may as well just abuse them.
Use it, abuse it. All right, so it looks like we have a tie between CPU, a vending machine, and autonomous Robo-Tank. Oh, we have a three-way tie, motherfuckers. Artificial Energy Island as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to leave that there for a minute, and we're going to get to, I guess I should do that, okay. And let's get into our first subject, which has not been, I don't think I even put it in any, it's a tag in there, but it was not shared any way, shape, or form on the thumbnail or in the description. So here we go. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to play it. And you're welcome, everybody, for me finding this weird shit. And there was another one that I was going to use for this, but I think this goes over interestingly, even though I did not watch the full video of this. But here we go.
Have you heard of onigiri? It's a Japanese snack, almost 100 years old, but the country is giving it a new twist. It's adding a secret ingredient, human sweat. You heard that right. Young women are shaping onigiri balls under their armpits. These sell for 10 times the price of normal onigiri. And it's not even the worst bizarre delicacy. There are far worse ones. I know it is dinner time for many of our viewers, so maybe put down that plate for this next story, and trust me, you'll thank us later.
Onigiri. It's a Japanese staple. You take some sort of meat and vegetables, shape rice around it, and then that's wrapped in seaweed. All of this is done by hand. The dish is portable, easy to eat. And
so it's like an inside out sushi roll, kind of. Even though I guess that's in the, but it still it doesn't have the seaweed on the outside like normally it would be. All the things are packed inside just like sushi, but then anyways, let's crack on.
The Japanese love it, but the beloved Japanese dish is getting a new twist. A secret.
I was hoping that Mari would be here by now to watch this, and you're welcome for my pause game. Well, just everybody just soak that in.
That's what she's doing.
Exactly. And Demon Orb says on their OnlyFans they're selling butt crack beans on toast. Exactly. Totally. Hey, 6 drops. Yeah, I don't mind. I'll eat it. Well, let's crack on to see how further this goes and why.
You'll eat anything. You've eaten scorpions recently.
Yeah, I've eaten a lot of things out that I probably should not have put my mouth on, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, let's crack on.
Grit sauce, if you could say so. Human sweat. You heard that right. Maybe Japan decided the dish needed some umami, so they're utilizing the natural umami essence of sweat glands. The dish is being prepared by young women. They use their armpits to roll the balls. First, they are completely disinfected. Then, these women exercise. This is to produce the sweat, the master ingredient. And finally, they get down to rolling the balls.
Oh my Jeebus Christ.
Ooh.
This is almost like the
Come on. Please tell me this is not real.
No, it's fucking real. I've done so much research on this. Somebody Snopes it if we don't believe me. Go ahead.
How the fuck is that legal to sell as food?
Well, this is China. So China and Japan has a lot of lax laws on some of these things. They have cockabera, a monkey, parrot, cat restaurants. So there's animals that are very, very close to your food being cooked, which in the Americas, I don't know about the Europes, and I'm pretty sure it's probably the same, is you're not really allowed to have an animal. And one of the weird conundrums and the things that there is a problem here in the Americas is when service dogs try to go into certain restaurants or bar and restaurants, it's really difficult to say, can they have them there, or how far away from the kitchen do they need to be? And it gets a whole mess over here when we're talking about that subject. And I'm just going to mention it. We're not going to delve into that for here because that could go on for an hour as a discussion. But anyways, let's crack on. And at first, I didn't think this thing was real, just like a lot of the other things that we've gone over. And we've gone over like 3 different subjects that actually were fake, and I didn't know that. But other than that, I do my diligence in doing research and looking into these things. And I have a news article about it. I found 3 to 4 other news organizations talking about it, and then 2 reviews. But the reviews were not great, and they did it in a weird way that I didn't want to show it. I thought this was going to be the better way for us to take in this information other than reading the article, because they actually go over most of the information here. I believe.
Well, it's better to go over the article like this than trying it. And take in that information.
I mean, I definitely would try it if that was available in my area.
No.
But that's only because I have not had sex in a long time, and I do need to get laid. Anyways, let's crack on with this.
My local Chinese chef has a female cook,
so get them to roll the balls.
And she's like 412 years old.
Do it.
25 stone, and I do not want any of their sweat in my rice. No way.
You probably already had it.
A Zed Ilf is probably something fun that you want. Maybe, never mind. I'm just kidding. Instead of Gilf, and never mind. I'm sorry. That was a horrible joke. Anyways, let's crack on with the rest of this, because then I have one more subject to get into before we get into what everybody else wants to get into. So we actually have 6 subjects we're going over today, and I maybe even a couple more, but let's just see. So let's crack on with this. And I believe,
hey Tubes,
hey Tubes, Z Elf, yes, exactly. Instead of a gilf, which is a grandma, I'd like to beep. Zed, I was just like saying like an ancient or an older than that, just because Z is the last letter of the alphabet. It was a horrible joke. I'm sorry. I threw the
I was like, wait, a Gen Zer that you'd want to fuck?
Well, at this point in time, most of them
I don't think
you'd fuck anything. I know.
I think you're safe, Slim, because you know me, I love telling bad jokes and putting my foot in my mouth. And even I didn't get that Zilf joke. So
I know. It was horrible. I get it. I know. I suck at dad jokes sometimes. Most of the time they land, but not every single time.
No, you don't suck at dad jokes. You suck at dad's dicks.
That's
something different. Those are not called jokes.
And MILF's twats. Anyways, let's crack on. When you do as many shows as I do, as live as we always are, some of them don't land. You know, you've got to tell at least a couple of jokes that are fucking horrible. Somebody clip that out and fucking send it to me to make me remember how dumb that was. Anyways, let's crack on.
They use their armpits instead of their palms. The finished product is apparently a delicacy. It sells for ridiculous prices, almost 10 times that of a normal onigiri. Of course, the reactions have been quite mixed. One diner said it tasted no different, but others have some.
Literally, this is for rich Japanese men or tourists, and they're literally doing it because they want to taste
because they're
younger. Yeah,
Well,
exactly. This is
at the end
definitely
of the day, once you roll like 1 or 2, surely the sweat is gone and you need to exercise again.
Well, they
And
have.
after
They
that, it will
supposed
just start tasting like normal things, except underarm skin and bits in there.
Well, supposedly there are places where they may have 100 young ladies doing these things at one time. Let's crack on and see how further we get. But mainly, this is just like
so that is a proper sweat factory, as we call them.
Yeah, no, that's literally it is a sweat factory for sure. But it's like, but not the same. Where I don't remember what product it is, but they take a young boy's urine and add it to whatever product, and then they like sell it, and it's fucking weird as crap. There we are. There we go. I was waiting for Mari to be here. Mari, have you ever heard of this? What we're going over right now, which is sweat infused. I'm not going to try to say that word.
Onigiri.
Onigiri. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Made of young girls' sweat. And let us know if you've ever tried it. I'm sure you haven't. But anyways, let's crack on.
She
with
makes
this.
them.
Why it was needed in the first place. Plus,
Yeah, totally.
what about hygiene? What if the person making it was sick? Will you follow after eating it then? But sweat isn't even remotely the worst thing in food. There have been far worse. Take tongsul, for example. It's a Korean rice wine. But here's the catch. Apparently, he uses the feces of a human child to ferment the.
Oh man, Jeebus. And I was just talking about young boys.
What the fuck?
I literally was just talking about young boys' urine, and now they're talking about human feces inside of Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Wait, human feces inside of Jesus Christ. Okay.
And I'm glad that you haven't, Maury. And the only reason I have is because I go down rabbit holes that nobody should ever go down. But that's how I get all this information from y'all for you all.
Well, it's the same as
I
you
do
go
a lot
down
of
on
research.
women you never should go down on.
Yeah,
Right?
and that's how I busted my tooth that last time. Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
Wine. If you're already grossed it, trust me, there's more. In China, they have something called virgin voyage.
This is what I was talking about. Is you'll find out in just a second.
It's a traditional dish of dongyang. How is it made? To make this dish, you need eggs and urine. Yes, urine. The eggs are boiled in the urine of young boys.
No, literally, it's true. There is a thing, and I've done a lot of research on it, and I have multiple articles, and we have multiple news organizations talking about it. So I swear to Bob it is, but prove me wrong, Mari, if I am wrong. And 6 drops, I really don't want to put this up, but god damn it, son of a bee sting. Yeah, what is the human centipede larva? Never mind. God damn it. Okay. Anyways, let's crack on with this. And this is also a thing that shouldn't be a thing. What the freak? And Mari, if you didn't hear, it was teenage girl sweat that they're using for seasoning those rice balls that have vegetables and seaweed.
Drunken news report, Mari.
In rice.
That's what you woke up
I am
to.
so I know.
I'm sorry about that, twin.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to just thrust you into the throes of insanity as soon as you woke up. But here we are now. Where we
you fucking did.
Well, here we are
Before
now.
the
Where
stream started, he was like, "Oh, we gotta freak out Mari when she wakes up," you know.
But to be fair, I didn't know we were going to be talking about the other weird things. I thought it was just going to talk about the sweat rice. But
fucking hell.
Yeah, but Slim, your whole duality of existence is to freak people out.
I know exactly.
Whether in real life or on the internet.
No, Mari, please prove me wrong. Although I have multiple news sources articles and a handful of other things
Yeah,
where
but
it's
there's
not.
also,
It's
also multiple articles that claim that in America, schools at the toilets
the
have
first.
litter boxes. So
Sure. No, but the way that I know how to do research, or the way that I do research, because I used to be part of the press. I actually used to sell 6-minute news packets to Fox News, NBC, and CBS. So that's another reason why once the whole us being stuck inside happened, I was like, oh my Jeebus, I can sit online and use my actual news press education to bring up things. And like I've said before, I've been wrong 3 times, the best of my knowledge, where something was something that we presented as real and it was fucking fake. So anyways, let's crack on, because
but don't forget, Donald Trump is missing out a trick if he's not watching this show. Imagine what he can grift off this show.
I know.
He can use diaper wine, for instance. That would be,
Jesus.
Imagine all them Republican Trumpers drinking Trump used diaper wine made from the real Trump used diaper. Whoa. And the ones that he shit in court, he can sell for double. And put a bit of a sports suit to it.
And that that reminds me, I just watched a video about somebody who was a diaper wearer, and like, oh my god, I went and looked at and saw and heard so much stuff that like I can't even go over it on my channel, but I went and watched.
Was it Andy Ditch?
No, there's a handful of diaper people in the community, well, or they had been, or they were, and this one was a new one that I never heard. It was baby a chew, diaper a chew, or something like that. And
is he the one that goes to newborn people who've got a newborn baby and steals their used diapers out the bin? Microwaves.
Something like that.
Oh, fuck up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! I do not want to hear anything more about that.
And he's a fairy as well, and he's a fairy.
He's a furry. Yeah, he's a furry. He dresses up like a rabbit, kind of. I guess.
I don't have a problem with furries. Like.
No, me neither. Until you microwave diapers and then you make a video of you squishing it. We're done. We're done.
That is nothing that has to do with furries. Just happen to be that they're also a furry.
No, they're an age player, and that's what
like saying,
would call them.
All Germans are the N-word.
That's
an American guy.
That's what it is he is more an age player than he is a furry. So he would first be called that, then that. Anyways, let's crack on. And this is what I was talking about earlier in the stream. The urine-soaked eggs. And how do they do it? From virgin boys. They take the urine from virgin boys and soak these eggs in. So anyways.
Preferably under the age of 10. Thus the
Under
name,
the age of
Virgin Boy
10.
Eggs. And it's not all just savory treats. There are some sweet ones too. Like this bizarre flavor of ice cream in London. It was all the rage, and even sold out in days. It was breast milk ice cream. 15 women produced milk to make the first batch.
I'm down for that.
Store founder said.
Less weird than like actually
that's
something that's meant for consumption.
That's technically like
adult, but still.
That's technically almost normal, I would say, out of everything that we've just talked about, because it's just milk from another gland of a different animal, which is the human instead of goat, freaking cow, duck. No, I'm just kidding. Other animals as well. We get it from a handful of animals. Yeah, sure.
No, that wasn't milk. That you.
No, that's the donkey show, and it's completely different how you milk that animal in that way. And we'll
Sorry.
talk about that later. Anyways, let's crack on.
To be honest, I'm guessing it is a lot safer than cow's milk or goat's milk ice cream and stuff like that, because it's there to nourish a human being. That's what it's for.
And also, I think isn't in Asia the number of people that cannot digest cow milk a lot higher?
Sure, there is an intolerance for it. But
Well, yeah,
anyways,
that's why a lot of it's pasteurized, because unpasteurized is
totally
quite dangerous, yeah.
And really quick, right now we have an epidemic of a bunch of cow's milk having the bird flu virus inside of it. So that's a new fucking fun thing. And all of these idiots now are getting unpasteurized milk because they think that's going to help them not get the bird flu, or if they get introduced to the bird flu, they pretend like a vaccine. They're not going to get it. No, you're going to give yourself it, you dumb cunts.
Probably exactly the opposite.
Yeah, no, you're going to get it if that is the thing. But anyways, there's a weird epidemic going on right here with cows having the bird flu virus in their milk. But I don't have time to go over that because we need to go over the rest of this right quick.
If it's good enough for our kids, it's good enough to become ice cream. Clearly, these dishes are not for the faint-hearted. It's one thing to search for flavor in your food, but it's another if that flavor comes from the human body. Whether you're a staunch traditionalist or an adventurous Epicurean, one thing's for sure, you'll never look at food the same way again.
I mean, I have done a lot of kinky stuff with food and sex, but that was one thing I never thought of, is rolling up rice balls and putting it under my significant other's armpit. And
so when are you gonna eat some virgin eggs on street?
I'm not gonna eat those things at all. No, I'm definitely not gonna eat those things. But anyways,
I will not be watching that.
so I ended the poll and it's not showing me yet. Brainless, will you do me the favor of doing what you normally do? And
on my way.
My idiot ass didn't even remember. Okay, the autonomous thingy mabobber is what we're doing first.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
Let's blow some shit up.
Yes. Let me see. Do I have it over here?
I believe it's still not legal to have AI pull a trigger.
Sure. Yeah. That's what they say. No, I'm pretty sure that we don't have that yet happening. So just to double check, autonomous. Yep, the Robo-Tank. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I vote for.
Hell fucking yeah. Robo-Tank. Oh.
Mari, I'm down for that. I'll eat it live on stream. They're gonna stick that under their arm and send it to me.
Will it say good? Will
Probably
it
not.
It'll probably spoil a lot of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, but I'm down to eat it, Mari.
That gives you a good excuse to travel to the US and
exactly.
Make it show on stream how you make it.
Totes. Okay, so anyways, DARPA unleashes the 20-foot autonomous Robo-Tank with glowing green eyes, and this is what it looks like. So the Pentagon's mad scientists have cooked up a beast of unmanned combat vehicle. It just took a major step forward. DARPA recently put its 12-ton racer heavy platform autonomous tank through a fresh round of testing out in the wild.
Ooh, that's wild. Let's show some video of it. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Literally, it's just blah, 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 yakety schmackety and stuff and things that we don't need to know, but let's watch. Yes, so let's watch this. I'm going to do it this ways.
You're gonna do it sideways?
I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to
Do her like that. Yeah.
share this instead, and I am going to do this right quick. I'll be back in 20 seconds. We're going to go ahead and play this because you're going to want to watch the whole minute and 20 seconds, but I'll be back in 20 seconds or so.
Okay.
Watch this in a second.
Full screen it. Or at least press play.
Give me a second. I thought I was on another tab, so just give me a second. Here we go.
You have to make sure he wasn't showing porn.
2, 1, auto.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that is cool.
That is quite interesting.
At the end of the day, there's nothing of any size that you can't remote control, is there? I mean, because most of the aircraft these days can be landed remotely.
Technically, most of the aircrafts are literally
most of them
themselves.
Yeah,
Oh,
press a button and
hey, Jasper! Wow! Hey, Jasper, see, before we end the stream.
Hey, Jasper. Oh. Yeah. But anyways, same thing is literally airplanes. They're mainly run by the machinery that runs them. Like literally, you're not doing very much. The pilot and the co-pilot are just there. Hey, Underhaven, how are you doing? Welcome.
Hey.
They're literally there just to make sure that like things don't get fucked or they don't completely like crash, and that's why you have two people in there in the cockpit, and you're not supposed to eat the same meal as the other one, just in case one was poisoned and or there was food poisoning in it, because that happened actually not just on Airplane the movie, but in real life that did happen once. But anyways, let's crack on with what was the next. I got it.
I don't know.
The CP. Oh yeah. This one is so much fun. So here we below. I'm going to get to. Oh, did I? Okay. I got to open it again. I don't know how I did that, but that's okay. No, I know how I did it. I accidentally closed the wrong tab, but it's okay. At least I didn't yeet myself.
Yeah, well, that's what you usually do on your phone.
Well, yeah, it's because thingies don't show up the right way. And anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's see. What were we talking about? It was the
CPU vending machine.
Yes. There be below. Go like that. then I probably should share it. That makes way more
That
sense.
would make it more interesting for us.
At least one CPU gumball machine in Japan. A YouTube channel called Sawara-san has this video where the host goes to a Japanese PC hardware store that's apparently notorious for having a gotcha machine that dispenses CPUs for 500 yen, or a little over $3 a pop. In the video, a computer-generated voice explains that this particular machine's famous for the fact that good things come out every time, and it's so popular that there's frequently lines of people waiting for a turn to use it. And it actually might be really worth it.
There's literally a line of people because this actually does spout out these things supposedly.
Yeah, but if you have that in front of your store, that creates so much foot traffic, like, yeah. And like not just for the store that it has it actually in front of them, but like all the stores around it, like they benefit from that because if you're the coffee shop next to it, guess where people gonna grab a coffee before getting in line?
Well, and not just that, but you know how many times it's been 3 o'clock in the morning, my CPU goes down, you know, and I'm like, I got a live stream, and I just like got to run and go get that.
Yeah, and then it's one
waiting in a queue for 12 hours.
I'm like, hey man, I just need a CPU right quick. I'll suck you a dick for a CPU, you know. Now it's a vending machine. You can just go, never mind. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, we'll talk about how many times I sucked dick for a CPU. I'm just kidding. Let's crack on.
Core i7-8700, which is like 7 years old now, but still worth around $100. And paying $3 for it's pretty sick, if you ask me. Obviously, there's some margin for error when you're grabbing loose CPUs out of a capsule machine, though. And this one had a few issues, but after some tinkering, Sawara-san had it up and running Windows, albeit with one of the cores not functioning properly.
Yeah, and so of course there's like they're selling you just like not the best of the best always, or they're made, you know,
GPUs.
Sure, executively. So like, yeah, it may, you know, whatever. I just thought that was amazing that was a thing of the mabobbers. I wish we had any of those kind of vending machines around where I live. There's like no vending machines where I live. Okay, so now let's go to.
Oh, hey, then you know what business is open. Fill that hole in the market.
Exactly.
You're always good at filling holes.
I can totally do that for sure. All right, so here we blow with the world's first artificial energy island.
What?
You'll find out. Here we blow.
I think of Scaramanga in the Man with the Golden Gun and his island.
Sure, but let's find out what this is.
Artificial energy island.
Elia, an electricity transmission system operator, is building an artificial island in the North Sea to function as an energy hub. In addition to connecting offshore wind farms with the mainland, it will also connect to the electricity grids of neighboring countries.
There's
as
the
countries
lovelies.
look to achieve net zero status for carbon emissions, renewable sources of energy sources are going to be a crucial part of their plans. Given the disadvantages of intermittency, renewable sources of energy need to be connected in large grids to ensure that the energy supply can be maintained to match the demand. Belgium-based Elia also plans to build an energy island in the North Sea as a means to connect its offshore wind farms in the Princess Elizabeth Zone to its mainland. Located 28 miles, the Princess
Yeah, so they want to put something like this 28 miles out into the ocean. So once again, it can be
that does not sound that far from me.
No, it's in New Belgium. So it should be right around the corner of Yes. But like they were saying, they're going to want to use this for wind farms. There may be a charging station for ships or other things like that to give like an offset point so you don't got to dock yourself to go so far in as well. And then also, yeah, totally, Al. Water can make electricity, and I don't know if 100% like that's what they're using here to do this, but let's crack on with how they're using this or what it is. I think it's solar and a couple other things that they're using to create energy.
Elizabeth Zone is Belgium's second offshore wind zone and has a planned capacity of 3.5 gigawatt. Spread over an area of 108.5 square miles, the zone consists of 3 separate areas which will host the offshore wind parks off the Belgian coast. The energy island planned by Elia will centralize energy produced by Belgian offshore wind farms and supply it to the mainland.
Okay, so they are. Oh, sorry about that. They are mainly going to be using this to taking the energy from, just like they said, wind farms.
They're making wind farms offshore. Like they make a new island. That's
And then they're figuring out
for that.
And they're figuring out a way to take in the energy. I don't know if they're able to store it yet, because that is one of the problems that we have with
but like
solar
if you have like if you have a bunch of solar and a bunch of windmills, like you can
then you can just
you can regulate with the windmills. So that could work.
And if you're throwing all that energy,
I believe like because over here they've been looking into using the tides for
yeah.
we're
gonna be going over that. We're gonna be going over that next week. The stingray blah 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 from a certain country, and I don't remember off the top of my head, but that's what they're doing with that. Is they're making energy from the waves with this thing, and then sending it to things and stuff. Again, we'll talk about that when we finally
we'll
get
talk
there.
about that later.
You want to know, can you charge up in the rain? I mean, yeah, oh my Jeebus. If I put my arsehole up into the air when it's raining and then I catch the raindrops in there, I can make energy from that. But we'll talk about that later. Anyways, let's crack on. Jesus, it was so long-winded for me to get to that stupid shit. I'm sorry, everybody. Thank you, Mango, for putting it all the
talk about that later.
Yes, exactly. So here we go. And one of these days, Mango, we need to do it. Talk about it later. But I'm just waiting for you to let us know when you'd like to do it. But
I believe Mango's a bit busy.
That's why I said when Mangoes has the time. But here we go. Let's crack on.
And if
with
you have
this,
time, you're welcome to join us now.
Yeah, and I sent you a link. And we still have a couple other thingy-mabobbers to go over.
Undersea cables. Additionally, it also aims to become the landing point for 2 hybrid interconnectors between the UK and Denmark. To bring up the island, Elia plans to construct an outer perimeter wall with a series of concrete structures on the seabed, and then fill up the area with sand. Infrastructure for energy transmission will be built upon this, while high walls will protect the structures from strong waves, wind, rain, and flooding. The island will also feature a port and helipad.
I know this sounds really awesome, but how much of the seafloor are you destroying to make this?
Well,
maybe it's cohesive.
It's the North Sea, so there's not like coral there.
Yeah,
okay, sure. Okay. If it's just sand,
they just move it. Yeah, they just move
if
it
it's
so
just
they can work with it.
If it's just sandbars, then totally.
I don't really know.
Anyways,
how because like every place on Earth has an ecosystem.
Yeah,
but like just some are more fragile than others.
But maybe it's going to cause things to build around it under the water, and then maybe it will cause ecosystems. Water.
And I actually think like changing an ecosystem is not always bad.
No, of course not.
Like ecosystems change all the time.
Yeah, they ebb and flow and they change, and it matters on how cold or how hot or how much moisture. But totally. But
it depends on how hot Slim is, And what the chick is that he's banging, you know?
Yeah, I've changed lots of people's ecosystems, if you know what I mean.
What?
You changed
Shani's ecosystem?
Yeah, I did it. I made it more. I made it.
So that's an ecosystem.
I made it more
Quite
gray.
literally.
I made it more gray. Anyways,
Grin, grin, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
exactly something. So let's crack on with this. But wait, there's more. But okay, let's crack on. Oh, and I didn't do this. And now that somebody's here we go, because I did say this earlier.
Oh, to be fair.
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 Oh, to be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. To be fair.
And to be fair. All right, let's crack on with the rest of this, because we got
Yes,
at least
yeah.
at least two more subjects, but we do have a handful of other ones we could go over. So let's
Mary, he is
That
obsessed.
will
with
allow staff to visit and carry out maintenance activities. Electricity transmission infrastructure, such as AC substations, will also be built to minimize energy losses. Construction is scheduled to begin in 2024 and is expected to be completed by 2026. Connections with wind farms and the mainland are scheduled to be completed by 2030.
2026. Okay, that's not that far off, Melly.
Well, when you're talking about what they're doing with the sand bed, and they obviously need to lay a foundation, because sand is not a good foundation for a building, or especially a high.
Well, didn't they say that they were doing concrete on top or around, or re-infrastructurizing, blah blah blah? So I hope that they understand the concept of what type of sand they're using to build that foundation, to put that on. And I think that they do, because I think that's how we do like seaport thingies of the Mabobbers as well, right? For the last like 50 years, we've been packing down sand in a certain way to put concrete on top too, right?
They help like the people dealing with building around water and claiming land from the water are not that far away. They're just one country above.
Yeah, but also salt water is incredibly eroding. It will just, this constant maintenance will be going on down there. Wanted to.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, even on my coast, the east coast of England, where I am, Norfolk, if I go out to the shore, which is about 20 miles away, if I go out to the seashore, I look out, all I see is just windmills, thousands of them.
Yeah.
They are literally everywhere off the coast, off the east coast of England anyway.
Marty, that one is your own fault, because we all said, including me, don't look that up.
And remember, if we ever bring up a phrase that you've never heard of before, don't fucking look it up, because literally it means some weird, crazy, fucked up shit.
Urban Dictionary, because that
it
will
leads
only
to urban
description and not like Google give you images.
Yeah, don't Google it. Urban Dictionary it for sure. Exactly.
Dictionary will give you some explanations
Or-
of what it is
or-
usually.
Yeah.
And like,
or Wikipedia or something, but don't Google it, because it will bring up photos of that stuff. And
on Wikipedia.
yeah, anyways, let's crack on. So the next thing, my bobber, we're gonna go over is Megatron, the Megatron thing that actually transforms itself.
I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons.
The archenemy is here. Introducing the world's first auto-converting Decepticon robots. Megatron.
Oh, this is amazing. I want one so bad.
Designed with a modern aesthetic and supervised by Takara Tomy Japan.
It is very fun to learn new stuff. That's why we do these.
Featuring more than 4,500 premium materials and powered by 118 chips, controlling 36 high-precision servo motors, enabling fluid transformation and actions.
Decepticons, attack!
Dude, you know that means it's gonna break so fucking easy. Even though this is $1,000 thing, if it does all of these things that supposedly it does, like, oh my Jeebus, I don't believe the technology is there yet for it to do all these things without fucking itself up. Because there's not enough
one thing I know for sure, it's not a toy.
Sure. No, of course not. No, this is not for you to give your children, and it's barely for adult children as well. But yeah, and I don't know how long the battery lasts either. But we're gonna get into a little bit more of this.
If they got really small servo motors, like those fuckers are pretty pretty power efficient.
Yeah, no, that's not the problem though. The problem is if it doesn't do the right movement at the right time. Like eventually those servos are not going to do 116 different fucking moves, right? Like I feel like
that kind of stuff, like just servo motors like that are decent are so fucking cheap these days. Like
that's very true.
That technology, that like
this is more like
that's
a
what I'm
collectible.
talking about. Yeah, no, totally it is, and it's only for adult. It's adult kids.
I think, hey, Billy Boy. No,
This is something you will put behind perspex glass forever.
This is not one of those toys, Slim. You don't put this up your ass.
And not just that, but this is like everybody's saying. This is one of those things. This is one of those things that you would keep on a shelf until your homies showed up, and you're like, "Hey, check this out!" Boop. Yeah, and like once in a blue moon, you're gonna have it do things. But it just seems like it's supposed to do more things than. Anyways,
and like this, what you're seeing is a rendering. Like this is not a video. This is
not all of it. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so let's crack on.
Megatron himself from the G1 series, or command him by remote control using your mobile device. Beyond the built-in actions, customize your Megatron by programming unique actions and sequences through the app.
Okay, that's different. Okay, that's different. I didn't know.
Yeah,
this is.
But also, when I saw how big it was, like.
Yeah, you will play with this.
It's that big. It's
Look
that
at
big.
That. Oh yeah,
you will play with this.
Yeah, but like that doesn't even need extremely small servos. Like you could put a servo in in its arms.
Yeah, no, definitely it's not small ones, but I didn't know there was an app to it. I did do a little bit of research on this, and I figured out. Yeah, I figured out that it was a real product, and that's why we went with this.
Fuck.
I was watching somebody.
How much is that?
It's $1,000, I think.
Oh shit.
But anyways,
I
was watching somebody's video of them making it transform is what I mainly was watching somebody do with this thing,
if they
which
have
they
it
will
like
do.
Like,
yeah, what's it transform into?
Why the fuck did they show a rendering?
Well, because it's easier to show a rendering.
Look, because this
that's fake.
This is not a rendering.
Well, that
holy
was
motherfuck. That is
with the
one
maze.
awesome motherfucking thing.
This is what I was this is what I was watching. Transforming was the main thing that I was looking up when I was researching this, which is this right here.
Oh fucking hell!
Oh, that is so cool.
So satisfying. That dick that got hard. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no. So that's the main reason why I really wanted to do this. I didn't know it did all the other stuff. I just saw it transform, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's fucking amazing. Because I'm sure most of us grew up around Transformers.
Oh,
I mean,
well, not around, but with them on television. I didn't grow up around.
in the Americas, this was around the whole time I was growing up. So the 1980s, the 1990s, and early, and throughout all the history after that, there's been a lot of these.
Wasn't it a plane? Wasn't it usually a plane or something like that? I don't know.
Not Megatron. Megatron was supposed to be this tank-like thingy. I think. I could be wrong.
Oh, and it fucking drives. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
And it shoots a projectile.
Holy shit! Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
Twin,
I know.
Clean underwear.
I know.
Holy
I just
shit.
my pants the first time I saw this too.
I'm a sucker for robotics, and like especially this is so fucking so fucking sexy.
I know. And then it retransforms again. Here we go.
Wow. Sorry, twin, but you're not sexier than this.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, if I had the money, like I'd fucking
Yes.
If I had the money, I would buy all of you one. Holy shit.
So the last thing, Bobber, I believe, is the we didn't go over this. Let's do this first, and then we'll go over the water rescue drone. But this is something that's amazing, and it actually is a lot older than I thought, even though I just found out about this, although I kind of heard about it in passing. But Saltwater Brewery is making edible 6-pack rings.
What?
Americans drank 6.3 billion gallons of beer last year.
Yeah, you fucking drunks.
Most of the plastic 6-pack rings used end up in the ocean.
Around the world, an estimated 1 million seabirds and 100,000 marine mammals and sea turtles become entrapped in plastic or ingested and die.
Rings.
Yeah.
People think that cutting the rings is enough. But birds and turtles eat the plastic either way.
That's why we decided to do something to protect marine life and also connect with our primary target, surfers, fish.
Just wait till we talk about
we don't use
where
rings
it's
here. We don't
going.
use plastic rings here no more than you.
No, I know. And just wait till you hear the way they're making
the rest of the rest of the world has a good solution. Let's come up with a new one.
Well, these are
America's always been backward, hasn't it?
Well, these are actually edible 6-pack rings. So let's crack on. That's why these are different than just non-plastic ones. But let's here we go. And especially you could literally just make like, the 6-pack holder for bottle beers. You literally could do that for fucking cans or whatever. But let's crack on. And every time I buy my 15 beers, it comes in a cardboard box, so it's biodegradable.
Yeah.
So anyways, but let's crack on with how these are edible 6-pack rings.
Fishermen and people who love the sea. Saltwater Brewery presents edible 6-pack rings. A 6-pack ring that feeds animals instead of killing them. We developed a material made of barley and wheat remnants from the brewing process that replaces.
So they literally made it from the remnants, which is actual food stock.
Okay, now them like using their waste for that actually does make it better than using paper.
Exactly, because what they're I don't even need to say it. Do I even need to say it? Okay, I'm gonna say it fucking right quick. Instead of them throwing out all of this stuff into a waste bin, which goes into a landfill, now they're using this to make something that is something they use in their things, and it makes it way more biodegradable when it goes to the landfill. Because most of the time, these things are probably not going to. Jesus Christ. And anyways, let's get past this. Just like the biodegradable straws and stuff. Although those things suck balls because like they start tasting like paper after 20 minutes of them being in your fucking drink.
Those are not straw. Those are paper tubes.
They're paper
tubes
funnels.
are not straws.
Yeah.
Because
You might
they
as
do
well.
not function like a straw.
No,
you
they
might
don't
as
laugh.
well be snorting Coke out of them and not using them in liquid. But anyways, let's crack on with this.
Plastic
people
and
do.
also is edible for sea animals.
Besides being 100% biodegradable, compostable, and edible, it had to be strong enough to hold the weight and the typical handling of the cans.
We launched the edible six-pack rings and all kinds of points of purchase.
It's good beer. It's good for the ocean. I love these guys.
Yeah, and so
Oh
there
yeah,
was that.
find a hot chick to say that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't remember what this.
So it's not just biodegradable; it's actual food for animals. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and or I mean, if you're drunk enough, you can just start fucking eating it. You can start eating it yourself if you're that drunk. Anyways,
that might not be the smartest thing to do.
what? I'm just kidding. I know, totally. Don't do it. I don't remember what. Give me a.
No, we're not giving you a second.
I don't know if this was supposed to be an effing funny or not, but let's try this right quick.
Welcome to Catholic News World.
I think this is supposed to be an effing funny, but let's just see where this goes. I don't know what this is, honestly.
It's a real channel.
Yeah, well, let's see. I don't know if it's real or fake. I don't know.
No, it's real. I've looked into it.
Welcome to Catholic News World. Please subscribe to our channel. My name is Steph. Here are this week's breaking news headlines.
On Sunday, April 21st, a parishioner was stabbed outside a San Francisco, California, church as the local archbishop's.
Oh, that's why I was going over this, because of the stabbing that happened in the church. And then
Salvatore Cordileone.
Okay, and that's why. It's real news, but it's fucking hilarious. Just watch.
Was administering the sacrament of confirmation. The victim was
not him getting stabbed, but let's crack on.
Then taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, said police. The suspect, named Marco Asaliuk, age 25, was arrested and booked into the San Francisco County Jail and charged with attempted murder and 8 counts of assault with a deadly weapon. The assailant, Asaliuk, is a fair-haired, white male and was wearing a red jacket and long black shorts.
Because that is the thing.
Apology.
Anyways, so this is the reason why we're actually watching this. And I know we should have done this on AI stuff, and I may actually do this for the next AI thing. But here, let's listen.
Jetic site Catholic Answers released a Father Justin interactive AI app on April 23rd. In order to provide users with faithful and educational answers to questions about Catholicism, Father Justin, a male wearing a priestly collar, was named for Justin Martyr, a 2nd-century convert and apologist, said Catholic Answers in its release. Catholic Answers IT Director Chris Costello explained in the release the app's parish priest character honor real-life priests and the role they play in people's lives, conveying an authoritative yet approachable demeanor that befits the spirit and nature of the responses used.
Exactly. So the AI.
I bet that's AI. Any proper questions, like do you follow
you're not going to get anything right.
Oh, I'd love to have a go at that AI and see how quickly you can break it.
Well, yeah, I'd ask it real questions like why were the Catholics so involved in the Holocaust? Why did they order it, basically, and instigate it?
Exactly. So anyways, let's crack on to the next thing, which is this news report. And I hope Mango's still here.
KFC Eduardo. So I guess there was some Spanish meme that went viral back in Christmas of 2021. And it was about some dude named Eduardo or something. So they have this play like Eduardo. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't really understand. But the KFC in Spain decided to come out with this lovely thing. You got Eduardo by KFC.
It looks like it looks like the toilet paper every wipe Rev makes on Shani.
Exactly. This is KFC cologne.
KFC.
What?
And you got some
no
stuff here.
Hell fucking no.
Focus.
Again, I did a bunch of research, and this actually is a limited edition thing. And so here be below.
I was
You're
thinking
welcome.
about it. There we go.
Oh, Rev needs
So you got
that.
this. Obviously, it's all in Spanish, so I have no idea what it's saying, and I'm too lazy to translate it. But
then why the fuck did
you know,
you just grab
just
Google
normal cologne, pretty
Translator?
much.
So this literally is a thing, and we don't need to go that much further into it because, like, duh, obviously. All right, so let's get into. Let's see. I have one more thingy mabobber that I wanted to go over. Well, yeah, it's this one. So here we go.
They may look like some sort of firework, but it's actually a new self-defense device hitting store shelves in Hawaii. Customers are buying blast sticks in bulk to protect themselves amid recent crime. Christy Tomashiro has more.
It's Hawaii's newest non-lethal self-defense device.
The safety, you're just going to move it to the left and press the button.
At the push of a button.
The button?
This is insane because this is almost just like pepper spray. So right now it's not regulated because it's a new thing, but it totally is going to be soon. You think that's kind of cute, the KFC perfume? I'm sure. Okay, so anyways, let's crack on with
Oh,
this.
dog, go get it.
It's in a powdery substance blasts into the air.
So that's what happens.
Button, it punctures the CO2. And this whole capsule is like a shotgun shell full of.
And what did you pack inside of that?
Pepper and pava.
So two things that are like on the Scoville scale, which is how they measure the heat of peppers. And other spicy thingies of the mabobber. Yeah, exactly, Billy. It literally is bear mace in a plastic, like literally. And that's what we're getting at, Mari, is literally it's just like capsaicin stuff that makes you not have a good day after getting blasted.
So it's basically dry pepper spray.
So you got to say to
totally.
your sailor on a windy day, let me just move around so I'm upwind from what I'm going to shoot you with.
Oh yeah,
no, it's going to go in your face.
People to put it in their own face.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here.
Pepper spray, yeah?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, what did it put? Oh.
Okay, so here's the last thing, mabobber, we're going to get into. Well, maybe we'll do one more thing. I don't know. But now they have put this cute little dog cover on their robot, and here we go with this.
Those robots are awesome.
Oh, I want one so bad.
Like, I think Boston Dynamics is got to be such a fucking awesome place to work.
I'll bet.
Totally.
Look at what kind of technology they're working with, and like they put out so many just fun videos. Like, so there's people coming up with this. There's people programming this.
Exactly. That is so amazing.
He looks a bit like Dougal off the Magic Roundabout. You guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. It's British.
It's like Puff. It's like Puff the Magic Dragon almost. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Yeah, the dancing is cool. Yeah, I love it when they do and like you see a lot of the really awesome videos, but I've also seen some of the videos where they make the mistakes where they're trying to set up the walking robots and all of that, and where it goes wrong.
Yes.
But like, yeah, I think it's a very, very interesting company. I think that is one of the companies that, like, in like 100 years is still around.
I put
Of course, it will be for sure.
I put Dougal in the private chat if you want to bother playing it. It looks exactly the same as what you just shown, except it's just a different colour. Dougal off the Magic Roundabout. It's just basically a show created by hippies.
Yeah,
a stop motion thingy.
Yeah, we're gonna do that for effing funny. I'm gonna put that for effing funny, and we'll do that later. For right now, but that
where I'm playing,
good one.
Well, you could see that. I can answer that in different ways. I'm playing in my living room in the Netherlands, and I'm in the Heartlands on Red Dead Redemption, because I think you mean what I'm playing.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna just like double check this right quick just to see, but I think it's almost about that time, even though it's only been an hour. But
an hour of fun is an hour of fun.
I think that I need to look up more information on all of these things before we play some of these thingamabobbers.
The Transformer. Get more information on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Well, thank you, Jasper. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Jasper. And because of that, that means we have to play our membership video. So here. And there we go. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah. And
am I supposed to take a shot?
The three of us are quite easy to find on there.
Yeah.
Because we use the same names as we use here.
Yeah, I played a bit of Red Dead Online last night with them.
Yeah.
And as you can see, well, you can't see it at the moment, but I'm a level 17 online badass now.
Am I supposed to take a shot, Mari? Did I miss something?
Mari, did you drop him some ching ching?
Because I don't see it on my end yet. But let me know and I'll do a shot for sure.
Well, there has been gifted a membership. I don't know how much.
Sure. So I guess I can do a shot for that for sure. Anyway, so let's do a shot. No, okay, I got you. Okay, well, bad with the cup.
Yeah, and sorry,
Okay.
I'm on call, so I cannot join in with that kind of shit at the movie.
Jeebus.
I'm on tramadol, so no, fuck that.
Oh, I know,
Probably
I know all about tramadol. Jeebus Christ, that's where I got stuck on. Thank you, Mari. You don't have to. I was just asking, and of course I did. But thank you. So speaking of that devil, screw it. Why not? Let's try to find one more thing for us to go over. Give me a second. Jesus Christ. Let's go back into, and let's try to find another news segment to go over right quick. Fuck it, we're gonna go over this. I don't believe this is real per se 100%, but fuck it, we're gonna go over it anyways.
Billy boy.
And you're welcome. Thank you very much. I'll do another one for sure. So let's crack on, and then I'll do a shot just in a second. So I am not even gonna say any of this. I'm just gonna let it play.
The development of humanoid robots marks an exciting phase in the history of robotics, opening up endless horizons of possibilities.
Here's another shot.
This field of science and technology is rapidly advancing, bringing us closer to the creation of intelligent machines capable of interacting with the surrounding world and humans on a deeper
Jesus
level.
Christ.
Humanoid robots have the potential to become indispensable
Thank you,
assistants
Mari.
in
I'll
various
take another
spheres of our
shot in a
lives.
second.
Developed countries such as USA, Japan, Korea, China, and many others have begun mass-producing humanoid robots. Each country aims to become a leader in the production of humanoid robots. According to the plans of most countries, mass production of ultra-realistic humanoid machines is scheduled to be established by 2025. In this video, we will explore how the most realistic humanoid robots in the world are created and discuss what they are capable of. And we will start our video.
Yeah, it looks like a commander just showed up. Hey, hey. You have a
massive echo.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, it's Paladin, Cleric, and Druid are the only three classes that can switch out the.
Oh,
okay. They
probably in a different.
You just need to close Windows. But anyways, here we go. One more shot.
Oh yeah, they're probably recording the D&D.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Bad vodka. But here we go.
From China, where robots are already being created to mimic humans down to the details of veins and goosebumps on the skin.
So here we go.
Let's transport ourselves to the Chinese city of Dalian, Liaoning province, to a place where robots are indistinguishable from humans. Not long ago, the EX Future and Science Museum opened there, featuring exhibits created by EX Robots Company. But this is not ordinary museum. Essentially, it's a factory housing a research and development department, as well as production and assembly lines for bionic robots capable of creating realistic and incredibly accurate replicas of any museum visitor. The Chinese company EX Robots specializes in the research and development of humanoid robots.
I'm pretty sure
the company was founded in 2009. In 2016, the company began researching humanoid robots. And as we mentioned earlier, the company...
I 100% don't know if this is completely true or not.
That's a fucking movie set, and that's ridiculous, and not even... It makes no sense.
Yeah, no, I did not do enough research to make sure this
that's going to be the first instance of what they're going to be used for.
Exactly.
Because if you want it as a workforce, it doesn't need to look like a human.
And I'm sorry about that earlier.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, no worries, Commander.
It was not intended.
Of course, we know. And so yes, a lot of this I believe is fake stuff and things, but hey, it's
surely
I think it may be halfway through, like because as it is a it seems
this is busy animatronic basically.
It
so
could
some
be
is real and
a museum. It could be a museum.
I mean, remember that film I, Robot with Will Smith?
Yeah.
You know, actually get a proper working robot that can interact with human beings before trying to make them into Data of Star Trek.
Yeah, so some of this is semi-real, but they're exaggerating it and using it to talk about this huge operations happening that's actually not happening yet. But that's why I said we're going to show this, but it's not real. And that's pretty much what it is. It's like theme park animatronics, but it's not happening on the global scale that they're talking about. This is for the restaurants, the hotels, and other things where they have them going on, but that's probably fake. This is, anyways.
They're well shaped, I gotta say. Never mind.
Anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry, Commander, that you just showed up, but we went through all of the sub-ejects and stuff and things. So
I apologize too. I expected to be playing D&D, and it turns out everyone's building a character.
Of course.
And you probably already have one set up.
Yes.
Yeah, I know how that goes for sure. So, Tomorrow we're going over frauditors and auditors, and we're going over the logistics of what it actually.
They call themselves auditors, but they all frauditors, Slim.
Yes, and
We all know that.
I know. And what we're going to go over tomorrow is what it actually takes to be part of the press legally, not just to have a camera to run around and tell people you're part of press. What I actually had to go through to become part of press, to get into mayor's offices and to meet people of higher authorities and to go into government buildings, and was able to record, interview, and do things we're supposed to be doing when you're making a news story like these idiots say. So we're going to go over all the logistics of how they're getting all of the laws wrong, and that's why it is frauditors. How they don't know the law or don't understand the law or whatever the fuck I called it, doesn't matter, because we're going to go over all that logistics.
They're lost callers.
I will try to be there. I will take my power supply, my good laptop, and set it up for this, and I will try to be there. And just about a mile from work.
Sweet, that would be awesome, because we love your take on things like that. Yes, your input. And
where do I know Itchy and Scratchy from?
The Itchy and Scratchy show. Yeah.
The Simpsons. I can't say I've never watched it.
Oh,
I watched a couple of episodes years ago. That's probably where I know it from. Yeah.
Yeah, but there was a episode where they were all robots being built, and they kept killing each other and hacksawing and using axes and things and stuff like that on each other and killing them during it was like a theme park, right? That the robots were in, and then they all got consciousness, or when he flashed the camera, it made them all go insane and want to kill. Anyways, that's what the reference I think that Demon Orb was saying, and we can look that up later in a different time. But anyways, tomorrow we're gonna go over how these idiots don't understand private companies, the law, legality, being this far from things, and recording private information, and being in a state that is a two-party state by recording things, knowledge and other things like that they claim that they have the rights to. And we'll see on how many times these idiots say, I don't want the law involved. And then as soon as their camera gets touched, they're like, I'm calling the police. And you're like, wait, your punk ass just said that you
I'm
don't
a
want
pussy who does not want the law involved.
Yeah,
but then all of a sudden they do.
I gotta say, you're looking pretty hot today.
Yeah. Bow wow.
This was for the DMDs.
Yes. Okay, so thank you all very much for being here today. We'll see you all tomorrow for the frauditor that don't knows the laws tomorrow, and we're going over a lot of compilation from a couple years ago to recently, and how they don't understand the law. And we're going to go over the law, and especially in different states, and we're going to go over frauditors that are in like Scotland, Canada, and other countries, and they're trying to use the Constitution as a thing. And you're like,
yeah,
that doesn't work in Australia, you idiot. Like, how dumb are you? And
it's my First Amendment in Canada. What do you mean, the establishment of the provinces? I forget which one the First Amendment is, but it's establishment of a province.
Yeah, and we're gonna go over, if we can figure this out. I'm gonna look this up as much as I can. How much it costs for you to buy those fake license plates and all the other frauditor stuff. I've been trying to find a couple of frauditor websites to where you can buy that stuff, and we're gonna look at how much people are getting scammed from buying all those fake things that don't fucking work and gets you arrested and fined no matter what anyways, you idiots. So once again, thank you all very much for being here. We'll see you in the next episode. Yes, thank you, Side Chat, for being here. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications so that you can find it every time we're doing this. And if you can join, that would be amazing. And share and comment. If you have nothing else to say in the comments after we're done, go ahead and just put a robot face. So just robot. And thank you very much. Everybody say bye. We're going to get the fuck out of here, and we'll see you all tomorrow. So everybody say bye.
Bye.